Welcome you guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. And today I got one for One Night in Miami. Directed by the great and fantastic Regina King. I think this is her directorial debut. Starring Leslie Odom Jr. as Sam Cooke, Kingsley Ben Adair as Malcolm X, Eli Goree as Cassius Clay, and Aldous Hodge as Jim Brown. Yeah, heavy hitters, man. As far as like who these guys are like playing. One night on February 25th, 1964 in Miami, Cassius Clay joins Jim Brown, Sam Cooke, and Malcolm X, and they discuss the responsibility of being successful black men during the civil rights movement. Gotta say, wow. But let me be real for a sec. This movie, toward the beginning, for me, I was kind of tuned out. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of tuned out. I'm just like, all right, okay, when is it gonna get going? I'm thinking from the trailer, I don't know why, I thought they was going out. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was gonna go out and party, so on and so forth, but that wasn't the case at all. It was another one of those movies, which I've been watching a lot of lately, where you have people and you sit and you confine them to like a small space where there's just like one building, one room, one house, whatever it may be. In this case, this entire movie basically takes place. Well, I ain't gonna say entire movie. It comes a point like about a quarter of the way in, it all takes place in like a hotel room with these four gentlemen. Okay, and if you look at 1964, it was a very significant year for all of them. Okay, because all of the big things happened for all of them in 1964. I won't really necessarily get into what all occurred, because you get to watch the film and you eventually you'll see like, okay, all of this happened. But Muhammad Ali was becoming a Muslim. Malcolm X was trying, was like, I don't even say influencing, because I don't want to make it seem like he was the reason, but he played a part in it. But mainly it was just about four friends who dealing with life in different ways, dealing with this civil rights in different ways, different perspectives, attacking it from different point of views. You have Malcolm X, who's like, hey, I need all of y'all. You guys are stars. You have to be in the front of this with me, fighting. You know what I'm saying? You got Sam Cooke kind of like, that's really not how I want to go about it. Jim Brown kind of on the same way. Muhammad Ali, we know who Muhammad Ali was. We know where he was at with it. So that's pretty much what it's all about. These four friends with different perspectives talking about their perspectives. Because listen, arguing, fighting, that's how it is when I've been in those situations where it's like, yo, I want to do this, man. I don't like the way, that this is going down. Like, F these people, F them people. You know what I'm saying? You should think about doing this. You should think about, like, joining in on it. And I just be like, nah. You feel me? And I give my reasons. They be like, well, life affects people differently. And I think that this film is a fantastic showcase. I thought everybody was great. The guy who plays Sam Cooke, for me, him and Malcolm X. Make sure I don't want to disrespect these actors. Leslie Odom Jr. Man, the back and forth between him and Kingsley, who played Malcolm X, was like tense, because like you felt like you was there, and you just kind of like, oh man, these dudes, like it's like chilling with your homeboys, and they get into it, and you know it, like it just steady escalate more and more, and you try to cool it off, but like it's never gonna really cool off until everybody gets what they got their feelings out, and that's what this film is. I like it quite a bit. Like at first, like everything that was going on, it was in different places and so on and so forth. It was like cool. It was set up, but once we got to like them all in the room together, I feel like that's when the film strength kicks in, where it's like the dialogue between the characters and those emotional moments and everybody giving their point or perspective on something, because you can't help but like got a point. Then somebody else come back like, that guy's got a point too. And it's just basically nobody's going, and I feel like this is for the people who are going to watch this. Not everyone is going to be like, yeah, that was the guy for me. And everybody's going to be like that. No. There's people going to be like, I agree more with him. I agree more with him. Like, I'm neutral. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's the feeling. Because I'm like, I know the person who I was like, yeah, that's pretty much kind of how I think about it. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much like my mindset. Like, I get where you coming from, and you making some great valid points. Like, this is kind of like my mindset on it, you know? And I knew it was one of those characters I related to the most. Yet, it still does a great job and make you understand everyone and the reasoning behind it. It's well written, well acted, well directed. As simple as that. I don't know what it is about lately with just getting actors in a room and just letting them go to work, but that's what a lot that's a lot that's been happening. Right? And there are some parts of this film that's during civil rights time. There's some stuff that piss you off, but it's just so many things. And like I said, I felt like the first part was slow, but you have to look at that. Even though it was slow to me, the stuff that happened in the beginning played you see why it played a part as to like why everybody is the way they is and why they so hard, why they so passionate about their reasoning behind what they do as a successful black man, because they're all successful as hell, you know. And I actually like where it goes, because I'm like, 1964 was such a good year to pick for these four characters, or these four people. Because if you look and see what happened to all of them in 1964, you'll be like, damn, this was a crazy year, you know? It was eventful, you know what I'm saying, nonetheless. So, yeah, other than that rocky start, it did miss. Like once the ball got rolling, you know, and wheels got to turning, this movie rolled. And I love the ending. Man, do I love the ending. Just because I knew it was coming. Once I looked up one thing, I looked up a certain song from Sam Cooke. And that song came out in 1964. And I knew there was a scene where he was like, hey, you got a new song? And I knew, I said, that's it. That's how you tie it up in a nice little bow, you know, and send me on my way. That's how you do it right there. Because I was waiting. I'm like, this is the perfect time, you know. So, yeah, overall, film probably gets a A- simply because of that rough start for me, or I was kind of like tuned out at the beginning. But other than that, thought it was excellent. Definitely check it out. It's on Amazon Prime now. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the vid. Hope you guys are staying safe out there, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.